Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you, Charlie O'Donnell. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Card Sharks. Nice to have you with us today. We got new trucks to give away. We have a lot of money and two very delightful players. But before we get started with our game, here they come. Yep, you asked for them, and here they are. Our dealers on Card Sharks, Lacey Pemberton and Susanna Williams. Woo! Yeah. You look beautiful today. I want you to know that. You guys look great. If you would deal out those cards, we'll get this game going, all right? Come on, Card Sharks. Please join me. Ike and Stacy. Hello, Ike.
Hi, how are you?
Very quickly, you won $7,000, and you are Ike?
Daly from San Diego. Married 8 years, have a little girl 6 called named Anna Marie.
All right, fine. Nice to have you back with us.
Excited.
And Stacy. Stacy's married, has a little boy. She's a bartender. She does all kinds of things.
Right. I'm Stacy Pacheco, and I've been married for almost 6 years now, and I'm still going to school, working on my master's degree in education.
Well, good for you. Nice to have you guys back with us. We're going to pick it up where we left off yesterday. If you recall, yesterday Ike had won the first game. We were in game number 2, or we were getting ready to start game number 2, and that's what we're going to do right now. So we're starting game number 2 with a question to Stacy. And as you both know, all this week in our studio audience, we have 10 married men who have all been married 3 times or more. And they're back with us today. And gentlemen, nice to have you back with us. Now, Stacy, before the show, we asked these 10 men, did anyone try to talk you out of this marriage, the one they're in now? How many of these 10 men said someone did try to talk them out of this marriage?
Oh, I think so. 3 times or more. I think that number will be fairly high, about 7.
7? 7, you say? Let's see what Ike says.
I'd say lower, Bob.
Think it might be lower?
Yeah, they've got the experience now.
They have the experience, that's true. The actual number of these men who said someone tried to talk them out of this marriage is 3 of them. You're right, Ike, it was lower, yeah. Oh, Daryl's ready to raise his hand already. Who else? Which 3 of you guys, someone tried to talk you out of it? Raise your hand if you would, please. So it's Daryl, Bob, and, oh, there's J.D. again today. All right, J.D., now, who tried to talk you out of it?
Well, as we went into church, my mother grabbed me by the arm and said, "You don't want to do this. Let's go home now." And she meant it because my wife was 17 and I was 34. And that was 20 years ago, and we're still going strong. And we love each other very much.
Oh, that's a nice story. All right. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us. 17 and 34. Woo!
Your kind of guy.
Hey! Ike!
Yes.
Here's your card. Deuce.
Higher.
Higher than the deuce. King.
Lower.
Lower than the king. Yeah.
Freeze.
So freeze on the 8. Yeah, I don't blame you. Freeze right there in that 8. How do you see it? Okay, so he'll freeze there. We'll pause. We'll be right back with more Card Sharks right after this. And welcome back to Card Sharks. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to continue with this game now. Next question goes to Ike. Ike, we surveyed 100 child psychiatrists, and we asked them, if a child shows musical talent, should the parents force him to take music lessons against his will? How many child psychiatrists said a talented child should be forced to take lessons?
I think it'd be a very low number. I don't care whether he has talent or not. You shouldn't force a child to do something they don't want to do. I know with our daughter, if she's inclined to soccer or whatever, if she wants to do it, fine. If she doesn't, that's okay, too.
I forced my kids to move out of the house.
Well, your kids are a little older than mine.
Yeah, they were 28, 29, and 24.
I'd say it'd be a real low number, like 20.
20 out of 100 child psychiatrists said a talented child should be forced to take lessons. Stace?
Well, you know, my dad, when I was in 2nd grade, kind of influenced me to play the flute, and I really didn't want to play the flute. I wanted to play the clarinet. But he says, clarinets look like boys. You have to play the flute. That's very feminine. And so he kind of forced me to do it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I played the harp. What does that mean?
The harp. Twinkle.
I'm only teasing. It doesn't mean weird either.
So how many child psychiatrists said?
He said 20 out of 100 child psychiatrists said the child should be forced to take lessons.
Oh, gosh. I think it is going to be, put me in a spot here.
Higher or lower, Stace?
A little bit higher.
Thank you. The actual number of child psychiatrists who said a talented child should be forced to take music lessons is 20 of them. Whoa!
Ooh, right here.
What I found a postage stamp in my suit.
I'll take that too, bro.
So you get $500
I can mail the money
plus
home.
a 25-cent postage stamp. Good for you. Where that came from? Oh, hey, you not only that, but you have control. What,
Change it.
Yeah,
Change
we will. Let's see what the 8 is. The 8's now Jack.
Lower.
Lower than the Jack 3.
Higher.
If it's higher, you win the game. You're the champ again. You are. You didn't even get a chance to say higher or lower today, did you? Once, yeah. Okay, well, we enjoyed having you with us. We have nice prizes for you. Thank you, Stacy, very much. Come on, Ike, grab the money and come over here. Oh, you left the postage stamp over there, but that's all right. That's okay. Now, we're going to give you a chance to win a lot more money, my friend. You know how this works. You did real well last time. You won a little over $6,000 last time we went over there. The ladies will start dealing out a deck of cards that you cut a little earlier. I'll remind everybody at home also that you can change one card per line, and minimum bets are $50 each time. And the nice thing about all this is you're playing with our money. We're going to give you another $200 to bet with, so good luck to you. And you're on your way. Okay, there we go, Ike. Don't wrinkle my money now.
Oh, I won't.
Okay, thank you. Here we go. First card is a queen.
Lower.
How much?
The whole thing.
Gonna bet it all. All right. He's betting it all, then it's lower, and it is $400, Ike.
Good. Higher.
How much?
200.
Gotta bet each time, you see.
Okay, $200.
$200 higher than the 5. No.
Ooh, that's
back
okay.
to $200. That's okay.
All of it higher.
Gonna bet it all higher. Is it higher? Yes, it is. Now you got 4. Here, give another 4. You now have $800.
Change that card.
Which one would you like to change it with? 2. Number 2. All right, see what Lace has for you. The 8 becomes now a 3. Good card.
All of it higher.
Gonna bet it all higher. Is it higher than the 3? You bet it is. $1,600, Ike.
600 higher.
Betting $600. That it's higher than the 6, and it is.
Okay.
2,200.
Ooh, 200 lower.
$200 lower than the 10. Yes.
Right on.
Now you got 2,400. Lousy card, but you're making money.
Yeah.
Change?
Change that one.
Which one?
Number 1.
Number 1. The 7 will now turn into an 8.
The whole thing low.
He's betting $2,400 that it's lower than the ace, and it's certainly so there's another $4,800 added to your total. Your total is now $12,400, and now we're going to give you a chance to win a great sporty new truck. And Charlie, why don't you tell him about the truck you can win?
The exciting Toyota 4-wheel drive Deluxe V6 Sport Truck. Great for on and off-road driving. Comes with standard features, California emission, and more. Bob, back to you.
Thank you. Okay, Ike, come over here now. Give you a chance to win this truck. You're doing real well. You won over $12,000 in cash. Now, I'm going to ask you a question about our 10 married men down there who've all been married 3 times or more. Then you're going to go over there and register your answer on our range board. So Lacey has the question, and let's see what it is. Thanks, Lacey. Ike, before the show, we asked these 10 men, did you invite any of your ex-wives to your last wedding? How many of these 10 men did invite an ex-wife to their last wedding? Now, I want you to go over there and place the marker on your answer. Would you do that for me? What do you think? He says 1 of them. If you're right, if it's 1, you win the truck. If you're off by 1, if the answer is 0 or 2, you win another $500. Right. The actual number of these men who invited an ex-wife to their last wedding is 1 of them! All right, Ike. Oh, now he's got $25,668. Cash and card, we'll be right back. You happy devil. Got a truck, got all that money, and now we're going to meet a new challenger for you. Janine, join us on Card Shark.
Hi.
Hi, kiddo. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good.
Hi, I'm Janine. I live in Hawthorne, California.
Yeah, what's your last name?
Janine Bridges, I'm sorry. I live in Hawthorne, California. I'm a mail carrier. I have 2 lovely daughters, and I'm married, and I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you here.
All right.
We got all that out of the way. Let's play that game,
Let's play that game. Let's go for
Okay,
it.
if you win 2 of those games, you're the champion, and all kinds of nice things happen to you, as Ike will attest to, and we're on our way right now. Our first question, here it is. First question, educated guess question, Ike. When firefighters are sent out to a fire, what percentage of the time is it a false alarm? What percentage of the time is it a false alarm?
What percentage of the time is... I have a friend that's a firefighter. I would say...
I don't care.
80% of the time, it's a false alarm.
80%. All right. Janine, what do you say?
Lower, 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 lower.
You think it's lower than that?
I think it's lower, a lot lower.
Do mail carriers still get bit by dogs?
Yes, yes, and we spray them, too. We still spray them.
What do you spray them with?
The dog spray, just made especially for dogs. Four-legged dogs, two-legged dogs, all the dogs, any dogs.
Been out with a few of those two-legged dogs.
Yeah, I have too.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
The actual percentage of fire calls that are false alarms is 10%.
Ooh, good.
10%.
Hey.
It was lower.
Yeah,
Janine's in. All right, Janine.
Yay.
Here we go, kiddo. First card's a 7. You can change that if you want
Change
to.
that card.
We will
Change
do
that
it.
card.
7 now becomes a 4.
All right. Higher,
Higher than a 4. How about a king? Hey, she's going on. 9.
Freeze.
Oh, you've watched this show, haven't you?
Freeze. I've watched it. I watch it all
I
the
thought
time.
you were delivering the mail. How can you watch our show if you're delivering the mail?
I sneak home. and
I
watch
see.
it.
That's why my mail never gets anywhere, isn't it?
Late, all the time
Mail
late,
person
right?
sneaked home. Next question for you, Janine.
All right.
It's about single women. We surveyed 100 single women. We asked them. Now think about it. This is a serious question.
Okay.
If the man you loved wanted his name tattooed on your derriere, would you do it?
Well,
How many single women would tattoo their boyfriend's name on their derriere? You all know what a derriere is, I hope.
Right back there, huh? Well, it depends. I love my husband just this much. I'm married. I love my husband just this much. But when I was single, you know, you date lots of guys. I dated lots of different guys, and I don't think I could tattoo everybody's name on the tushy there because it's spread, you know. Every time you go with one, then they say, who was John? Who's Bob? No. So I think that's got to be a relatively low number, around 25.
25 out of 100 single women would tattoo their boyfriend's name on their derriere.
That's terrible if you're single. I'd say lower.
I think it's lower. Actual number of single women who would tattoo their boyfriend's name on their derriere is 8 of them would. It was lower, Ike. You're right. Oh, Ike. Yeah, Ike's on top. Here we go, Ike. 8.
8, we change it.
We will do it. 8 becomes 4.
Higher.
Higher than the 4. 6.
Higher.
Higher again. Oh. Back to the 4 he goes. And Janine with a 9.
Lower, lower.
Is it lower than that 9?
Lower.
It certainly
Higher,
is.
higher.
Hey, you know what happens
Higher.
now? If it's higher, you win the game. And you do.
All right. Game number 1. Okay. Let's
What's
go.
this? Higher, higher.
I can't remember.
You gotta get your hand. That's lower now. We'll be right back to start game number 2. We're set up to play game number 2 right now, and it's going to be interesting, Janine. If you win this game, you're the champ. So, Ike, pressure's on you. Here we go. And this question involves our 10 married men in our studio audience who've all been married 3 times or more. Everybody's applauding down there except Bryce. Before the show, we asked these 10 men, Ike, did you ever divorce a woman you still loved? How many of these 10 men did divorce a woman they still loved?
Ooh, that is a rough question.
I know, I wrote
You
this
can
one.
love someone and hate them at the same time.
Can?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can love someone and not like them. Did you know
Really?
that?
No, I didn't know that either.
I tell my daughter all the time, I love you today, but I don't like you.
Oh, that's okay, yeah. Or I love you, but I don't like what you've done.
Right.
Yeah,
Same thing.
Yeah, we all paid $100 an hour to learn that kind of stuff.
Out of 10, would you repeat the question?
Yeah, how many of these 10 men said they did divorce a woman they still love?
I'd say 4 of them.
4 of them. Let's see what Janine says.
Janine says lower. Lower.
Oh, Janine says lower.
Yeah, because why divorce if you still love her?
Never thought of that. The actual number of these men who divorced a woman they still loved is 7 of them have. Wow, now lower's higher. What an interesting question now. Which 7 of you have done that? Raise your hand if you would, please. Divorced a woman you still love. Daryl, why'd you divorce her, like Janine says?
Well, actually, Bob, I've been married 4 times.
Yeah?
And I still love my first and third wife.
Wait, whoa, just a second. Wait, I gotta talk about this. Yes, in a minute. Yes. You still love your first and your third wife, but you're on your 4th marriage.
Yes, sir.
What does the 4th wife think about this?
Well, she kind of condones it because my first and third wife, they cheated on me, and I'm a one-woman man.
Oh, all right. So now we know the story. Okay. Thank you very much for sharing your story with us.
Good guy.
All right. Hey, Ike, here we go. 3.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. No! Ike. Can you believe that, Ike? That happened to you. I'll be darned. Hey, Janine,
Come on.
chance. Look here.
Lower, lower,
Lower than the king. 3.
Higher,
Is it higher? It is.
Lower,
Going lower. No.
Higher.
No. Well, heck, let's try another one.
Yeah, let's try that.
Janine, we surveyed 100 people, and we asked them, generally, who do you think has more political influence? The Vice President of the United States or the First Lady? How many people said the First Lady has more political influence?
Well, I have more political influence in my house as far as what's going on. And give me the money, I'll take it, let me go spend it, go to work, get up and go to work.
Wait a minute, who's the boss in your family?
I am.
Why?
My husband knows this. He knows this. Why? Because I get all the money. I'm supposed to be the boss. I'm supposed to tell him what to do. You know, if I don't tell him what to do, then he won't know what to do.
What do you mean he won't know what to do?
He won't know what to do.
He knew what to do before he met you, didn't he?
No, I had to find him.
Where was he when you found him?
Sitting in a bar waiting on me.
I see, okay. You're right then, okay.
So I say that that's a good high number, around 55.
55 out of 100 people said the First Lady has more political influence. Ike?
Yes.
Bob, the First Lady's right next to the President.
Sometimes.
I know what my wife does, okay? I'd say higher.
Higher. Actual number of people who said the First Lady has more political influence is 68 of them. You're right, Ike. It was higher. All right, Ike. Here we go.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. Oh! And a different one, too.
Right.
Yeah. Susanna dealt him, so if you're going to get mad at anybody, get mad at her, okay? Don't look at me
Lower.
like that. Lower. All right,
Lower.
yeah.
Higher.
Yeah.
Lower.
Lower, yeah.
Lower.
If it's lower, you're the new
Lower.
champ, is it? Yeah! We got a new champ. The boss lady wins. Hey, listen, we've had a good time with you, Ike. You end up with $25,668, cash, and a new truck. Good luck to you, my friend. Okay, we'll see you again. Come on, Janine. Come over here, hon. Oh. Woo, where's your husband?
He's at work.
He's at work.
Yeah,
where he's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, where he's
Who's
supposed
delivering the mail?
everyone else.
I see, okay. Susanna and Lacey now have a deck of cards that you cut earlier. I'll remind you, you can change one card per line. That's an important rule. Keep that in mind. Minimum bets are $50 each time, and the nice thing about all of this is you're playing with our cards.
Okay.
Our money. Our cards,
your
too,
money.
yes. You got $200. Good luck to you.
Okay.
Here we go. See what you can do with that $200. First card is a 10.
$50 lower.
What about $50 lower than the 10? 3. Now you got $250.
Higher.
Yeah, betting it all higher than the 3. 7.
Change that
500.
card. Change that card with number 2.
Number 2. See what we got for you. The 7 becomes a 9. 500.
500. 100 lower.
100 lower than the 9. It is. 600 up here. Another 4.
Yes,
You got $1,000.
No, $50.
Gonna keep the 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the 8. $50 lower.
$50 lower. Yes, it is.
Okay, now change that card with number 1.
She knows how to play this game. You bet she does. The 6 now becomes a 7. Are these ugly cards? 1,050, huh?
$200 higher.
200 higher. Got to be a face card somewhere.
Yeah,
200
gotta be.
higher. No. Back to 850.
850, all of it.
Gonna bet it all?
All of it. All of it.
Going for
higher.
the gusto. All of it higher than the 3, and it is. $1,700. Play or change? Change it?
Number 3.
All right, come on, Lace. Give us a good one.
Come on, give us a good
the 5 is now a deuce. There you go.
All of it higher.
Sure.
All of it higher. All of it higher.
Without a face card, you're going to turn this into $3,400. Played it very well. Just the worst card. Not one face card over there for you. $3,600. We'll be right back. The ladies are trying to win a new truck. We'll see them. Today, what we'll do, we'll start our next show with you trying to win that pretty little red truck, all right? Boy, you played those cards real well. Just not a face card to be found. It's all the time we have for today. For Susanna Williams, Lacey Pemberton, Charlie O'Donnell and the gang, I'm Bob Eubanks saying thank you very much for watching Card Sharks, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.